know already what the hottest podcast is in the world, the Brik Talks podcast. And so we're on Anything Entertainment Network. Make sure you download that and share it with all your friends. And come out and check out some of the conversations that we're having. We got some really riveting conversations. We're talking about community. We're talking about culture. We're talking about loving and helping one another to just build a great community and to build great surroundings in our community. Make sure you look for us on YouTube. We're on social media. Keep building, y'all. Keep it Brik. Hey y'all, it's me, it's Brik Chik. You're ready to do some filming today, so I came by to check on my girl Rayna. She is down here at Mobile Salon. Hold on. The Mobile Spa. And she's about to give me a facial. Actually, I'm going to be interviewing her later today. But look at her cute setup, y'all. Y'all got to come down here and check my girl out. The Mobile Spa on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Deuces. Hello everyone, and welcome to Brik Talks by Brik Chik. I am your host, the Brik Chik. So today, welcome back, first of all, to Brik Talk, where we build resilience and inspire consciousness, brick by brick. Today, I'm excited to sit down with the true beauty boss, educator, and confidence creator, Rayna Brooks.
Yay!
With over 13 years in the skincare game and waxing industry, Rayna has become Rochester's go-to girl for flawless skin, precision, and professionalism. She's the founder and CEO of the Mobile Spa and an award-winning esthetician and a respected educator who's helping other professionals elevate their craft and their confidence. So listen, she's not stopping there. Rayna is also preparing to launch her very own podcast.
Yes!
Under the Glow, where she'll be diving deeper into beauty, self-care, mindset, and what it really takes to shine from the inside out. So today, with no further ado, get ready for gems, glow-ups, and real talk. Let's tap in with Rayna.
Hey!
Hey, Rayna!
Hi,
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for coming on. I had a facial this morning, and I'm sure y'all will see the clips from that. It was beautiful. We're setting some trends around here.
We're setting some trends.
Okay. We trailblazing. Okay, look for her new podcast.
Yes, Under the Glow.
Coming up. Yes. Thank you, Rayna. So listen, with over 13 years in the beauty industry, right, and being known as Rochester's go-to skincare expert.
Yes.
What first inspired you to step into aesthetics?
Well, actually, I was working in corporate. I was working at RG&E. So I always wanted to go to school. I signed up like 2 or 3 times for aesthetic school while I was working at RG&E. But you know how like when you got a good corporate job, you want to step out, you want to go to school, but you like, I really don't have to. So I would go and sign up, but never like follow through. So finally I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. I hated it. I stayed for 90 days. I came back. And I'm like, dang, what can I do now? It's either a 4-year college or go to aesthetic school. So that's what I did. I went to aesthetic school, and that's where the Mobile Spa was birthed.
Okay, all right. And so that's what the connection back to Rochester was, because you decided to do it here.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So as the founder and CEO of the Mobile Spa, what were some of the biggest brick by brick moments that you had to build through while growing your brand?
I think everything was brick by brick, because with me, I literally started with little to nothing. My car, my equipment, my products, going into people's home, building up trust, doing the spa parties, building my client base from scratch. So every year has been a brick by brick moment. Even like this year with me transitioning into a new space, basically franchising out my spa suites over in Gates, like doing it without thinking. And it was like a full circle moment, because when I started the mobile spa, I always said I wanted to be like a Mary Kay type business, where when you come, you work with me. You really like an independent contractor working your own business, but still under the mobile spa brand. So that's where I birthed the collective this year, where I have 3 awesome master estheticians and a makeup artist, and like branding them, franchising them out under the collective, giving them the visibility. So every year has been a brick by brick moment.
Okay, so now you have franchises?
So basically, yes, I franchised out my suites. So Sky Indonesia have been working with me from the beginning. So instead of me just always trying to be like taking over everything financially, it gives them an opportunity to see what it's like to be a business owner. I didn't do it in a way where I charged them $30,000.
Right.
I just did it in a way where it was beneficial to me and to them, and they feel like owners.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So that's where we get that. Okay,
Yes.
I got you. Okay, so you're not just serving clients. You're empowering other young ladies and young
Absolutely.
entrepreneurs to get out here, and you're also empowering some confidence in people to do some things that they never probably thought that they
Yes.
would do before. So how do you see self-care and skincare as tools for emotional and mental wellness, and not just beauty?
Well, skincare is healthcare, because how you feel on the outside sometimes determines how you feel on the inside.
Absolutely.
So taking care of your mind, body, and spirit is healthcare. It's an essential. Some people look at it as a luxury because of the cost, but how did you feel when you came out?
I
facial
felt
today?
Great, girl. I felt very confident. I was like, look at my
Yes.
face. I know y'all see the glow.
Yes.
And it was so
really.
relaxing. And, I really enjoyed it. It wasn't like, I don't know. It was almost like a little therapy session.
Yes,
You
and
know?
that's what I provide to my clients.
Yeah.
That's what keeps them coming back. It's not just that I do good services. It's really how I make them feel from the inside out.
Yes, it was clean. It was comfortable.
Yes.
It was relaxing. It was a whole vibe. It was everything.
Thank you so
I
much.
enjoyed that. I really did. What else was I going to ask you? Okay. So as an award-winning esthetician and educator, what separates a good professional from a great one in this industry?
Your customer service skills. And that's another thing. I created a book, Customer Service 101, Start the Business, Keep the Business, but I kind of fell back from it last year. But this year, I'm going to bring that back out too, because I think that's what differentiates everybody. Some people look at some stylists, some estheticians, they might not think they're that great. How is she keeping clients? How is she doing what she's doing? It's the customer service. Your bedside manner is what keeps people coming back. You could be the best at anything, but if you make me feel bad when I come, I'm never coming to you again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And I've had that experience too. And I think with a lot of people with this new, get on my schedule, and there's not a lot of personal
appointment
interaction.
It's not like how it used to, where you had to call on the
Yeah,
phone.
and
Hey,
you
how
get
you
right for a
doing?
person.
Yes,
Mhm.
and you come in. You don't even know if you're gonna like the person or
Right.
not. You just gotta come in and see.
Yeah, and see, and for me, that's a little different, because
Yes.
if I want somebody's gonna be in my face or doing my makeup or something like that, I do want to have some kind of personal
Yes.
connection with them. And then there are times also where you, and I know that this is just the way that the game goes now. I didn't have this experience on your scheduling site,
Yes.
but on some sites you have to pay deposits, this and that. And like you said, if you don't really know a person,
You don't want to
this is
pay
what you're
into
gonna wanna
it. Yeah.
do. Yeah, and then it's got to become something else. So I do like that, and I think that most people, I think that you would be willing to have a conversation with a person if they really
Yes.
wanted to.
I would. Sometimes it's hard because I'm doing a service, so I don't answer my phone all the time.
Right.
But I will have a conversation if needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, you will, Rayna.
Or
'cause I know
we
we
also
way
got
back.
consultations
Yeah.
that you can pay for on the site if
Okay.
you want to talk.
If you want to do that.
We could do it virtually, or you could do it in person.
Okay.
So yes, I do
Okay.
offer that option as well.
I think that's a good idea, because how do
Yes.
you know? I would rather,
Yes.
if you say, hey, it's $20 for me to call you on the phone, I'd rather do that and know whether I'm going to deal with you or not.
Yes, because it solidifies your spot. Some people are like, why would I pay? Because if you call me on the phone and I'm in the middle of a service, I'm not going to give you my full attention.
Mhm.
But if I see, okay, this skincare consultation is booked, this virtual consultation is booked, my mind is prepared, I got everything ready, all the tools that I need to provide you what you need for your skincare journey.
Right. And back to when you were speaking about the skin, right? Your skin is actually the largest organ system
Yes.
of the body. So that is something that I don't think people realize.
So you are an esthetician. You were like a doctor, girl.
I'm
A skin doctor.
therapist.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a skin therapist. Yes, ma'am.
That is it. Okay, so what was I? Okay, so you. Blah. Okay, here we're gonna go. Let's start again.
Okay.
Okay. Your one-on-one Brazilian wax certification. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Okay. Courses help other professionals, right?
Yes.
Level up.
Yes.
So what made you passionate about teaching and pouring into the next generation?
Because, like, when you go to certain schools, I won't name, but one school that I went to, they don't offer full Brazilian waxing classes in your certification. They offer it as an advanced class. And then the other school I went to where I got my waxing certification, they offer it in their full curriculum. So majority of the people graduate from the one school that I went to that does not offer waxing. And a lot of girls are just getting out here. They going into treatment rooms at school, practicing on each other, but they don't know how to do a full Brazilian correctly. So it's really only for licensed professionals only. Like, you can't come and say, oh, I want to be a waxer and come to my class, because I want you to know New York State law already. I want you to know sanitation already. This is just an advanced class to improve your skills, give you a visual booklet to work with, learn about products, learn about marketing, and most important, your customer service skills.
Yeah, customer service is very important. I'm glad you're saying that too,
Yes.
because I think that kind of goes to the wayside, because I think some of these professionals think that they are like these goddesses and guys that, you know, like you're doing them a favor, like they're doing you a favor.
The customer is doing you a favor.
Yeah.
That's what they gotta understand. Like, yes, you great at it, but you need them.
Right.
And a lot of them be like, oh, no, it doesn't matter. You don't have to come. No, I want you to come. No, I don't want you to have a bad experience with me. And yes, I am going to correct it. I do a lot. I might give up some stuff. Anything for you not to go on the internet about me. You know what I mean? I don't care what you need for free. You want to come in for 2 free facials at the correct? That's what I'm going to do. Because one post can ruin your whole business. And I pride myself in doing a good job of controlling that, and that's why coming correct, doing it right the first time.
Yeah, and that's why you can franchise and you can teach and you can do all that stuff. I'm so proud of you, Rayna. I remember when you first started in this thing, girl. I said, look at Rayna. Rayna was like, I'm going to be an esthetician. I was like, what you doing with that, Rayna? You was like, I'm a this and that. And you know what? You was doing, well, as far as I knew, you were doing like the Brazilian waxes, etc. Before they was really like popular like
it
that.
was people doing it, but just for me, like,
it was
being an African American woman, that's not something that we did all the time. When I got into aesthetics, I didn't hear my mom and them talking about getting facials. That was like luxury, something that we weren't used to. It was hair, nails, and lashes. That's it for us, you know. So like, even me getting in the industry, when I first went to school, I was going to be a makeup artist. I wasn't just going for the spa services. I fell in love with the spa services, and it pivoted what I wanted to do when I got in aesthetic school.
Okay. And if you had to do all over again, would you do it the same?
Absolutely.
I
would do it the same. I wouldn't even focus on makeup. I wouldn't focus on, but I would have got my nails, even though I'm not good at nails. It just makes you more marketable.
Okay, and you could practice. You could practice.
Nah,
your
that's
nails,
not my thing.
That's not your thing at all. I tried nails too, actually.
That's not my thing.
And you gotta really, and you gotta work with that product real quickly. Yes. And it's a lot. So that's, you know, God bless whoever is down with that. And do you have any public service announcements for people when they are coming to get their Brazilian waxes? As far as
make sure you exfoliate 24 to 48 hours prior to coming. It's good to take a nice warm bath to soak. That helps loosen up your follicles. The exfoliation helps remove the dead skin cells from the surface to make from it for an easier pull. Take some ibuprofen, 45 minutes to an hour. And just, I know it's hard to relax, but just trust your wax artist. Like, when you come to me, I can go very fast, but I will ask you, how would you like it? Do you want small strips? Do you want big strips? And we can go from there.
And what about as far as like eating and making sure that you relieve yourself before you come in there? Because I would imagine that as you're waxing, you might have some other issues.
Yep, just make sure you're clean.
Okay.
And I wipe you down when you come. And you could also bring, like, a lot of my clients like to bring baby wipes to their appointment, go to the bathroom in one time. And some waxers even wipe their front and back for them. Okay. I wipe you down, And you lift them legs up. I hope it's not nothing back there.
Okay. That's all you can say? Have you ever had any type of those experiences?
No, all my clients is clean.
They come in and do what they're supposed to do.
they come in and do what they're supposed to do.
I know that's right. Okay. I had a young lady, she was doing my lashes, and she said that I would be so surprised that people that would come in to get their lashes done, and it was like they had never washed their face. It was all kind of sleep and lint and chicken.
I deal with elite clients.
Oh, my. It's some elite funky.
They all clean.
Okay. Okay. Well, I just want to make sure we needed to have a public service announcement. Because
not mine. They know what it's
for. So, owning a business in a hands-on industry takes resilience, right? So how do you stay grounded, motivated, and spiritually aligned when things get challenging?
I literally, I just try to make God my CEO with everything. Like, when you say order your steps, you really got to allow him to order your steps. When I'm about to make a move, I talk to him first. It's not as easy as it seems, because you do get down, you do get discouraged. It's been plenty of nights that I cried that I wanted to give up. I'm telling you, 2025 was crazy for me. Mm-hmm. It might have looked good, but it was crazy for me. Mm-hmm. And in business, you go through things financially. It's not always going to be a winning. No, you lose more than you win. But once you finally start winning, you hit that stride. And that's what, that's what keeps you going. But being a mom, being, a business owner, being that my finances are solely from my business, you know what I mean? That can be the hard part, because you're paying shop rent, you're paying house rent, you're paying for your kids. Right. They got tutoring. Everything. They got, it's everything coming out of one pot. But I'm definitely blessed and grateful to be able to still be standing and still here.
That's it. And so prayer, that's important.
Prayer is important. Keeping God first, keeping your faith centered, and just really canceling out the noise. Mm-hmm. Canceling out the people that, I won't even say dreamers aren't believers, because you can dream all day about something, but when you are a believer, it's like those are the people that you got to have the conversations with during your tough times. Yes.
Absolutely. And just hearing you say that, because I think a lot of times people let other people's opinions change their viewpoints and their motivation.
Absolutely.
And inspiration is motivation, right?
Yes,
so that's where I'm at with it. Inspire me. I like to see people doing things that's different and having their own businesses and being successful. Some people don't, though. Mm-mm. And that's unfortunate.
Because they don't see it for themselves. Mm-hmm. But it's also the part that everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. This is a gift.
Yeah.
Everybody cannot do it. You could try it, but can you sustain it?
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So
through it all.
Mm-hmm.
For someone listening who's dreaming of entrepreneurship, confidence, or stepping into their purpose, what advice would you give them about trusting the process and honoring their gifts?
I feel like when you truly trust the process, you got to take the word rush out of your system. Because people just always look at the end result, especially because we live in such a social media influence world. They think that these influencers, it happened overnight.
Right.
You have to grind and do your research. When I came into the game, I led with my gifts. I didn't lead with business structure. I didn't do market research. I didn't see who was doing this. Yeah. But as I got into the industry and I started taking classes and being in cohorts, that's when I learned, okay, Rayna, you got to structure your business better. You got to do this, you got to do that. Do your research. Do your market research. Understand your pricing. Just don't rush it. It's just like anything. Just like you go through K through 12. Right. It's levels to everything. And keep up your education in whatever industry you in, because that's really what's going to keep you ahead.
Yeah, just being on top of the game.
Being on top of the game. Staying ahead.
Yeah. So, working so closely with people's bodies, right? And confidence. You see vulnerability up close every day.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody might have a little bit of insecurities about certain parts of their body. Yeah. Right. Okay. So, how has that shaped the way you show up as a businesswoman, a mentor, and a woman of faith?
it's like a no judgment zone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's always naturally been me.
Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
It's like, it is what it is. And I think, like, especially when you coming in, they be like, oh, girl, I'm like, it's just you and me. Like, letting them know that, looking them in their eye, maybe grabbing their hand,
Mm-hmm.
walking them through it. Talking them through it is really what helps my clients feel comfortable. And just me, I'm warm. Like, I have a warm personality.
Yeah.
I'm cool. So my personality is what helps keep them comfortable as well.
So, Rayna, you've built a reputation on trust. And that's what I was going to say, too. People have to trust that, because, you know, Rochester's a small city, a smaller city.
Yes.
And you don't want to be somewhere in the club with somebody or at a dinner or whatever, somewhere out in public, at church even, and you think that your, you know, wax person or your esthetician is
telling your business.
Yeah. So that in itself has to be something that's just, you know, that builds a trust, that builds a personal relationship. And that says a lot about you, because I would be hesitant to go to some people and get in certain services like that.
Well, that's why I'm not always out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really watch my people, places, and things, because it is weird. Like, for instance, if I had a therapist, I would not want to see my therapist always out. If I'm going to the club, if I'm going to the bar, I don't want to see them all the time. And even I've experienced, like, seeing some of my clients, some of them won't speak to me.
Are you serious?
Like, the younger, like, if I see them, because they like, oh my God, that's my wax lady, you know what I'm saying? She see everything, but I don't mind. I'll act weird when they come in. It's like,
it's
hey girl, what's up? You know,
professional.
So I definitely leave the personal off and just keep it business.
Yeah, that's what I do too. Even with some of the people, I have some of my patients are people that I've known for years, but I never tell anybody.
Exactly.
You know, like, oh, guess what? Such and such. Well, HIPAA laws for one, but even if there weren't HIPAA laws, there's some things that's not meant for everybody to be, you know, in the know about.
You have to be a safe space.
Exactly.
Once they walk out the door, I forget what we talked about.
Yeah, and you have to leave it like that. So you ain't always in the middle or nothing.
Exactly.
Okay, so what daily habits or mindset practices help you stay sharp, focused, and aligned with your purpose?
So I'm a very early riser, so I wake up.
Really?
Yes, very early.
I wouldn't imagine that about you.
Really?
No.
I seem like a night owl.
A little bit.
No, honey, I wake up between 3 and 5 every morning. I try to force myself back to sleep so I could get up at 5, but it don't really work out like that.
So what time do you go to bed?
About 8, 9, 10.
That's why.
Yes.
That's a good habit, though.
Yeah.
Because you can have half of your day done at 9
my
o'clock.
day be done. Laundry done, folded up, everything.
Food cooked.
Everything. Look, don't give me a morning where I don't got to be to work till 11, because I will cook dinner and make sure everything is good. But I start my day early. I try to refrain from scrolling as soon as I wake up, which is hard because we do everything off the phone. I read my word. The past month, I've been on the prayer line every morning at 6 a.m. Or I watch a sermon. That's my start. I start my day with God. It just makes everything else
you got
better
that right.
for me.
I've been doing that too.
Yes, it does.
And now I have a clock. I put a clock back in my room, so I don't even have to pick my phone up to look at what time it is. And I also use it as an alarm. And when I wake up in the morning, the first thing, and what I usually do is on my phone, I'll go to like YouTube and I'll find prayers.
Yes.
And I'll just let them pray.
Like Miles Monroe.
Yes. Oh, he's got some really good. And he's got some good inspirational stuff too.
I love listening to him.
Yeah. God, he passed.
Yes,
right?
Dr. Miles Monroe.
That's his whole family, right? They was in a plane crash, I think.
Really? I didn't know the how.
Yeah.
I did not know the how.
I think they died in a plane crash.
That's crazy.
But it was him, his wife, and I think his daughter. I don't know if there was any other family members. And if so, I'm sorry. My condolences, but I think it was several years ago. But that, so I let that play while I'm sleeping. So even as I'm sleeping, it's still kind of in my conscious. And when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do, and I had to make this a routine.
Yes.
And the first thing that I do is I just say, I give some kind of homage to God.
Yes.
And I think about something that I have gratitude for.
Absolutely.
What I'm thankful for. Even if, especially because you know how, when you're sleeping at night, that's when the devil really try to ride your back. Because that's when you're the weakest, right? Because you're resting, you're refreshing. So, you know, it's a lot of things that's going on. You're getting rid of some things, bringing some things in. And so, you know, that's when you're going to be at your weakest moment. So the first thing I try to do before I think about what bill is due or what, you know, who said what or whatever, what happened at work yesterday or the people that ran into my car in the car wash. Okay. I'll say, you know, I'm so thankful that And I have to really be intentional about it. I'm thankful that God allowed me to not just see another day, but to see another day with my children, or for my kids to be healthy, or for my family, or for my home to be, or whatever, right? And when I start with that gratitude, and then I go into a prayer, and then I do a meditation. I take some deep breaths. I think about what the future holds for me and what I want to see in the future. And I do that all before I put my feet on the floor.
Absolutely.
So that's very fun that you said, don't go scrolling, because I had to stop doing that too. Because the first thing you go, what's going on?
Then an hour passed.
And you ain't did nothing.
Then you down the rabbit hole of something you don't got no business.
I some comments.
Literally. But when you start your day like that, you really do notice the difference on how you react.
Peace.
How you handle things.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I'm more reactive, impulsive, and crazy, those are the days I probably did not start with Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
When I start with Jesus, just the other day, I started my day with Jesus. I had a whole conversation with a friend of mine. She told me something that really should have took me through there. I laughed. I'm like, girl, please. I was expecting that.
Right.
I thank God that I did my worship session this morning, because it prepared me not to be mad.
Mm-hmm. Well, the book tells us that, you know, he didn't say that the weapon wouldn't form. He just said it wouldn't prosper.
It would not prosper.
So, you know, and now I have to take a few minutes even before I respond and react to certain things.
Yes.
If a person is coming and telling you something, you got to wonder
what
that conversation was
about. What's the motive?
So don't come to me with that. You
What's
know
the
what
motive?
Yeah.
And I don't open my lines of communication to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not easy.
You got to be exclusive.
Accessible.
Yes, and that's important. And I don't think a lot of people really recognize that. And, you know, you see it with celebrities all the time. Because you say, well, you know, they got big and they don't go back to their community. You can't, because people are not going to support you.
My dad yell at me all the time, you don't never answer your phone. I do. I do better for my dad and my mom. Now listen, everybody know me. After 5 o'clock,
it's
6
over.
o'clock, it's over. I'm in that house. I'm with my baby. Mm-hmm. I'm back on mom mode. But it's like, what do you want? You feel what I'm saying? Unless you my mom, my dad, my sister, brother, you know, my close circle.
Right.
It's nothing to talk about every day unless we build it. It's nothing to talk about. Now, if you call me about business, that gets me excited.
Yeah.
Girl, I want to talk about that all day. But just like random conversations, gossiping, like even now, it just makes me feel like, oh my God, I wasted so much time on this. It's like my mind can't take it.
Right.
So we women, we naturally want to chop it up, laugh and kiki. But you have to put limits on it.
You do.
It can't be an all day, every day type thing.
Yeah. And if a person is just sitting up down at other people, that's not something that you want.
Literally. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to know everything happening
if I can
on
help
Facebook,
them,
social media.
Right.
All that, I'm good.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Because when you're talking about ideas and you're talking about ways to uplift your people and uplift yourself, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't have time for all that.
No.
You know, and I think, you know, there's also scripture in the Bible that talks about gossiping and not to be backbiting and all that kind of stuff. And I think everybody want to hear a little gossip. So like, oh, what?
A little tea, a little
right,
tea.
a little something, right? But when that's all you're doing, you need to check yourself.
It's for real.
Yeah, you definitely do. So when you look back at your journey from learning the craft to leading a brand and launching a podcast,
Under the Glow,
what version of yourself are you most proud of becoming, and why?
I'm most proud of my emotional intelligence. I have came. People really don't. If you know me, I am literally 0 to 100. I am literally still working on it to this day. When I want to crash out, I don't crash out in public. But once I get behind closed doors, I crash.
It's over.
It's over. But I learned to refrain. I had a moment where I lost it recently. Mm-hmm. And after I lost it, I had a panic attack. It was so crazy. My body is not used to that like type of adrenaline anymore where I really want to like put hands on somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, oh my God. Then after it, I go through guilt.
Yes.
Because I've come so, there's no way this person took me there. There's no way this happened. I'm crying, I'm sad, I'm all that. So we can try and be masters at emotional intelligence, but sometimes you do break.
You're human.
We human. But I'm proud of myself because the mobile spa saved me. Mm-hmm. I say that all the time. Putting myself in a business, in a trade where it relaxes people, how could I be rah-rah?
Right.
How could I be a person always cussing somebody out and reacting? That can't be me. So I'm very proud of my emotional intelligence and my gift of no response.
Right. And sometimes that burns people up the most.
I don't have to respond.
Oh my gosh, they don't like to be ignored, especially an attention seeker. Yeah,
because my response is crazy.
It's not gonna be what they're looking for. I know, and then you end up in a whole lot of mess for little to no reason
Hurt
at
feelings. I'm the worst person in the world.
Yeah.
How could you talk to me like that?
Right.
You want to sue me now?
Right. You're right. And so that's a good thing, and that's just called growth and maturity.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't get there very.
And Ava saved me. Shout out to my baby.
Yes, I was gonna say
becoming a girl mother. It changed everything for me because I am her first example of a woman, of how to take care of yourself, how to carry yourself. So I only want her to see my best.
Yeah, I can see that too, especially in this age of social media where everything can be put online.
Yeah, little girls is too grown. We're going to keep you a baby as long as you can be a baby.
Yeah, that's what you tried to do, right?
I tried.
And I think that you have to allow them, because they're going to live long enough in the world recognizing the wickedness that we're surrounded by, that you want to let them have that fantasy as long as they can. As long as they can, let the kids be kids. And these kids don't really have that much of a childhood anymore because they come out the womb and they already got them.
They already clocking it.
They clocking, they got weaves, they got wigs, they got makeup, they got guns.
They got everything.
They got Cuban links.
Literally.
Okay, and nothing, I mean, but it's just like, and yeah, it's cute in some.
Yes, to each his own.
But let the kids, the kids can't even get
because it be more of us than them. And that's one thing I had to watch myself with. Like all that, don't get dirty, don't touch that. That is traumatic.
Okay.
You know what? Let me learn my setting.
Yeah.
When you going over here, this what you put on.
Right.
I'm not even gonna worry.
Right.
When you with me, this what you put on.
Right.
And then we gonna worry about it. But you gotta choose your battles.
Yeah. And if you're going to church, that's one thing opposed to going to the playground. And that's like you said, you go and buy them some $2 shorts from Walmart and let them get dirty. Let them play in the mud. That's what we did.
Yes. We was not cute every day.
No, we wasn't.
Hair was not done.
No, it was done every day, but it wasn't at the end of the day.
No, exactly.
You had some fly.
You came home looking crazy. Yes.
So you would have to jump in that shower, that tub. Yes, ma'am, and get a scrub down.
Listen.
Yeah. So that's one thing I do. You gotta let the kids be kids.
Yes.
So let's see. So Rayna just reminded us that the glow isn't just about skin. It's about discipline, purpose, faith, confidence, and showing up for yourself every single day. When you feel like you're getting off track, right? And I know that you say you go to prayer and in the mornings, you make sure that you do this. But if you feel like you're really getting off track or something is really, because I know that sometimes it's just times when your spirit is just low. Yes. And you don't know what it is, and it's just like something is just like, and it's usually because we're working through some sort of spiritual, warfare, right? Yes. And so we might not exactly know what it is, but what we know that it's time to pay attention, right? How do you manage through those types of days?
I have to sit down. I gotta sit on the couch.
You gotta rest.
I got to rest.
Mm-hmm.
I have to.
You gotta be still.
I gotta be still and watch TV.
Yeah. Or something.
Literally.
Yeah.
No, TV is
that it for you?
That's my thing.
Okay.
I love reality TV. It's hard for me to nap.
Okay.
Either I'm up or I'm going to bed.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I'm not like a napper. Like even when I try to nap, I'm closing my eyes.
And then
I'm not asleep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm resting my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So sitting down, taking a weekend off, taking some days off, because most of the time I'm working 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly going. Sitting down, sitting on the couch, journaling. I've been trying to journal more, write out my thoughts. Journaling helps.
Yes, because you can get it out.
That's a relief.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
is.
Writing
down my thoughts, writing down my plans, and just stopping, because that's one thing I'm not good at, is stopping, is really resetting and refreshing myself.
And it's so important. It's so important because if you don't fuel yourself up and you don't give yourself that the needed, loves and hugs and kisses, right? Then how can you do that for anybody else? Yes. And then how can you keep on and
because for me, getting my hair done is not a love. That's like a norm.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My nails is not a love. That's like I got 2 hours I'm about to go over here and get this many.
Yeah.
So like I even got to do a little bit more.
Yeah, me too, because I don't even like sitting for that. I don't like waiting for the nail polish.
I only got 2 hours.
And it's a mess, girl. I'll be like, did I just spend 4 hours in a nail shop? I just can't. I'm
doing that.
Yeah, I just have other things that I need to do. That's why the nails ain't done today. But
that's why I got regular gel now.
That's what I usually go with. I'm gonna do a build up for my birthday.
Yes.
I'm gonna get some birthday nails.
Yes.
And take it from there. So now you're stepping into your own voice with your upcoming podcast, Under the Glow. How did you where did that come from?
You funny. Listen, so podcasting, I've been doing this. I've been developing ideas for a couple of years now. Let's say that. So I have my all flavors, no filters with Chef Box. I don't know if you've seen a couple episodes.
I have. Well, I wouldn't say that, but I've seen y'all out and about
doing that. And then inspiration happens on my table every single day.
Okay.
And when Beth came in, I had stepped out, and then I just seen her recording in my office doing her thing. Y'all, I'm at the mobile spot. So I'm like, oh, Beth, I should interview you while you're on the table.
And she did.
And I did. It was on the spot, and that's how Under the Glow was created. And that's one thing about me. I love innovation, and I love doing things that I don't see nobody doing.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all better not take my idea. And if y'all do, just put a spin on it, because, Under the Glow.
They can't take your idea. Because when you launch it, what day you today? Okay, it's going on.
It's downloaded right now.
Okay, all right. So
so the first episode is gonna be a little raw. Okay, we gonna run them clips through.
That's what we do.
And then we gonna format it better because we want to capture the audience attention.
That's it.
So yes, y'all literally seeing the vision come to life.
That's it.
And Beth was my inspiration.
That was her inspiration. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I was.
And I didn't imitate Brik Talks. I just was inspired.
Hey, I didn't create the podcast. Do you know how long I worked on really doing this? It's been about 8 to 10 years. I went to podcast meetups. I researched it online. I started subscribing and listening to podcasts. But you can tell on your execution. Yeah. And then I looked up how to set up my studio. Yeah. You know what people were doing, how to do it inexpensively, but still have the nice, the aesthetic. So, I think that, and so anybody who wants it, I'm always gonna support that, because your show won't be my show, but I can watch your show and my show. Yes, we can. It ain't just one.
And it's gonna be good.
It is, because you're gonna have a lot of conversations. Yes. And I'm quite sure that you get a lot of people on your table that have a story to tell.
We have so many conversations, so many girls just watching their journey through life, being with them for 10 years, seeing them have kids, go back to school, buy houses.
This is what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean? Go through different relationships, changing, death. It's nothing that I haven't been through with my long-time clients. And it's nothing that they haven't been through with me. Yeah. Because on the real, I cry to them too. Every day is not a good day when you come into the spot. Yeah. So some days I might be like, hold on, I'm having a day. Yeah. Yeah. Let me cry. Let me get this out. Or they like, talk to me. Yeah. And they're my therapy too, so it's the vice versa.
Yes, and your journaling will become your next book.
Yes.
So keep
literally.
Journaling. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
I love that. See, look at you. I'm about to write a book.
Yeah, you already wrote one. Just go grab your journal and get somebody to put it on.
That book's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
It might be 3 parts.
Yeah. Yeah, you just start somewhere.
Oh my God.
Yeah, when I wrote my book, I just went at it. I just, something that inspired my life, and I just started writing. And what I felt like I should include, I included. And what I didn't. But there's always another story. There's always another book. There's always another. And I want to do something for children too, just to inspire them to know that they're not mistakes and they're not risk. They're not at risk. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And that they can do whatever they put their mind to. Because I think people tell you that, but then you go home and it's really not that. It's not. So you gotta learn how to think, and you gotta learn how to think beyond that, and then speak it, and then live it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's see what else we got. So when Under the Glow drops, make sure you tap in, because that's where beauty meets mindset, healing meets hustle, and confidence meets calling. Rayna, thank you for sharing your light with us today.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
I do. I appreciate you more. And Briksters, don't forget, keep building and believing, and keep becoming. If it ain't bricking, it ain't doing nothing.
Period.
Okay? It ain't bricking if you got it.
Hey!
Brick by brick.
You know already what the hottest podcast is in the world, the Brik Talks podcast. And so we're on Anything Entertainment Network. Make sure you download that and share it with all your friends. And come out and check out some of the conversations that we're having. We got some really riveting conversations. We're talking about community. We're talking about culture. We're talking about loving and helping one another to just build a great community and to build great surroundings in our community. Make sure you look for us on YouTube. We're on social media. Keep building, y'all. Keep it Brik.